Colin Martinez writes, "Hey guys, love the show. I know soccer isn't the biggest sport in America, but its popularity is definitely rising. So what do you guys think of a movie about the business and politics between the two biggest clubs in the world, Real Madrid and FC Barcelona? There's a lot of hate between the fans of both clubs, and there have been scandals, legal problems, and a couple of players who have played for both clubs who have gone on to be not the most liked people on the planet. Also, don't forget the only sports team more valuable than Real Madrid are the Cowboys. We'll love to hear your thoughts and keep up the amazing work."
Nobody cares about soccer. Sing the song along. And which is really, nobody cares about soccer in North America, which is unfortunate. I mean, that sucks. I admit I myself am not a big soccer fan, or as some of my friends call it, football.
Right.
I am myself not a big, but I do watch every World Cup. I actually really get into it when World Cup comes along. But for whatever reason, the absolute most popular sport in the world has no traction in the U.S. Now, it's starting to get a little bit more popular, but it's not a significant thing. So I don't think in the North American audience, which is where your biggest box office is made in North America as opposed to any of the other individual territories in the world, I would be fascinated, and I think this could work here. Instead of about those two clubs, something big just went down in FIFA with Step Batter, like the whole bribery controversy and scandal about who got awarded the World Cup. When you actually start looking into that stuff, it is convoluted, and it's like straight out of a straight out of a whodunit movie almost in a lot of ways. You make a movie about that, focused in the world of soccer, I think that gets people interested. I'm not quite sure that a movie about these two clubs that, I'll be honest, if I went out into the streets of Burbank right now, stopped 5 random people and mention the name of the clubs, I doubt one out of them would have heard of either one of the clubs, so I just don't know that it would work. I don't know. Mark, what do you think?
I mean, I could throw the names Ronaldo and Messi at you. That might get a little more traction. But I think that the FIFA story is interesting. Even these two clubs, though, sometimes, even if I'm not that interested in a sport, I'm not a huge soccer fan, I do like the World Cup, is that the movie can make me care about something I previously did not care about. I guess that's true with not just sports, but anything. But Invictus is a movie that I'm like, I'm not a big rugby guy. I don't really care about it, but I started getting into it. And I'm trying to think of soccer movies that I really cared about the sport. Look, I enjoyed Ladybugs because of Rodney Dangerfield. I like Bennett Like Beckham. That was a cute story.
Ooh, Kung Fu Soccer.
Kung Fu Soccer
is awesome.
Is it real?
Or are we Shaolin Soccer?
Shaolin Soccer. Sorry, Shaolin Soccer. Yeah.
Okay, well, now I got to check that one out too. You also have Victory with Sylvester Stallone as maybe the shortest goalie in history. But I'm not sure that I would care that much about it. But if you say that it's, because I don't know that much about the history. I know that they're huge rivalries. They're the two biggest cities in Spain. Like, a lot of stuff went down all the way going back to the 40s, I believe, with those two clubs. But it doesn't like, just reading it on page doesn't excite me that much. But there's a lot of movies that have surprised me. That could be one of them.
Yeah, Stephen Chow did that amazing soccer film. That's the only soccer film I would.
Same guy who did Kung Fu Hustle.
Yes,
not to be confused.
Yeah,
Kung Fu
Hustle,
Soccer
yeah.
is silent
and
soccer.
I don't even know if it was called Shaolin Soccer. Can someone look it up?
I'm pretty sure it was Shaolin Soccer. Yeah,
it's great. Just look up Stephen Chow.
It's hilarious.
You will laugh your ass off.
It is so funny.
And it's not even really about soccer, but it's what you said. I was in Europe and was watching a rugby game, and that is one of the most violent games. I'm amazed that America has not embraced that, because everyone's into like people punching each other out. When these guys talk about sports, white noise for me. I just hear white noise and start thinking about like, what am I doing for the rest of the day? All right, it just phase out because I'm not a big sports person, and soccer definitely is not in there. Because believe me, if I had to rank it, it'd be like basketball and then football, and then like maybe tennis before I'm like going to be rocking watching soccer. But I did watch some rugby, and that the people who play rugby I got some intense respect for, because that is some severe violence. You saw the tell the truth. There's nothing to protect you. Yeah. You're not wearing headgear. It's just dudes like savagely running and punching each other. It's insane. It's really like you're like, these are brutal animalistic creatures fighting for glory. It's like, it's rugby. I mean, that's a movie, like that's something. Soccer, I mean, look, I'm not saying anything that's wrong with soccer. It's dudes kicking a ball, a lot of like amazing jumps and craziness. Once again, what's the goal? Just so, get it over there, get over here. I'm not really, I would go with maybe All the President's Men, like investigative journalists into the the weirdness of soccer. Maybe that could be a good way in for America. I don't know.
If have you ever seen the New Zealand All Blacks, the rugby team?
No.
A bunch of you probably seen it. Look it up online, because if I'm understanding right, they do this war dance before every match they have. It's like dun, 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 and they're screaming and yelling, like it's intimidating just to watch. Like, yeah, these rugby players.
It's like watching World of Warcraft, like you're about to go into a battle, or like watching Gladiator or something like that. Wow. Yeah, it's impressive what they put themselves through.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.